The world is constantly changing, and nowhere else can that change be felt the most than at the top. The list of the world's richest is ever-changing, and a recent update to the list shocked the world. Welcome to Bare Luxury, where we show you the many ways you could use to reach the top. In today's video, we'll look into the man who overtook the likes of Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, rocketing himself past the two most richest men in the world. The man of the moment hails from India, where he slowly solidified his influence and skyrocketed his wealth in one blast. When it occurred, it seemed impossible, but it did, and everyone was awed. Born in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, Gautam Adani used his knack for business to slowly rise to India's top elite sphere, eventually becoming the world's third richest person and the richest man in the entirety of Asia. While everyone, including Elon Musk, was burning billions of dollars, Gautam increased his wealth by 50 billion. Currently ranked third in terms of wealth in the entire planet, the Indian tycoon is worth an astounding $135.8 billion. So how did he reach the level of status and influence he has now? And what would a man with such wealth even do with that massive amount of money? The way Gautam Adani built his wealth is a bit old-fashioned. While everyone is flocking toward the internet and different branches of technology, Gautam held and focused on infrastructure and commodities. The aspects of this society we can't really live without. Gautam Adani currently owns or fully controls 7 multi-billion-dollar publicly traded international businesses that provide services for the global power, coal, gas, renewable energy, electric grids, ports, and media industries. And he has shown no indications of slowing down. He also controls more than 90% of India's airline companies, operates one of the largest ports in the world, and is presently attempting to acquire one of the country's largest news organizations. With a massive portfolio such as this, it won't be a surprise to see him rise even higher on the list of the world's richest. He may even reach the top. So how does he spend it all, you might ask? Like all other billionaires, he spends insane amount of money toward his properties and homes. We would too, considering it's where you go to rest after a hard day's work. His 3.4-acre home is one of Gautam's most valued homes and is located in the Lutyens Delhi zone, where India's elites are concentrated. This hasn't been much disclosed to the public, since billionaires tend to keep to themselves, but there are some leaks that say this well-guarded property of his has a 25,000 square feet wide structure, containing 7 bedrooms, 6 living rooms and dining areas, a study area, and 7,000 square feet of land for staff quarters, surrounded by massive trees that just add to its overall aesthetic. And that's not all. The property also has added depth with its history that sets this against all others. The colonial office of the Secretary of State of India in Council was the bungalow's first owner. Nevertheless, if you think that's amazing, wait till you hear the amount of cash Gautam had to spend for the estate. A staggering $9 million. But did you know that he got it for cheap? The property was initially thought to be worth $123 million, but the business that held it financially declared bankruptcy due to legal problems. The mansion was then auctioned off at its bankruptcy hearing, and Gautam was able to purchase it for that absurd price. That's more than $100 million in total savings. Guess billionaires enjoy price cuts too. Another one of his mega properties is his Ahmedabad home, located at his birthplace. The mansion shares many of the same features as Gautam's other residence and is advantageously situated close to the city core. Verdant lawns and deeply established trees surround it, giving it a more homely feel. It is, after all, the permanent residence of his choosing, which he shares with his family. The Adani family includes his wife Priti Adani, sons Karan and Jeet, and daughter-in-law Paridi Karana. The building's rooftop solar power plant is one outstanding element that jumps out. Given that the business billionaire just announced his intention to spend $70 billion into the green energy sector, it really shouldn't come as a surprise that he picked his own residence to promote solar technology. The Indian industrialist placed solar panels on the roof of his expansive house to meet the property's daily electricity needs. It has a 53.13 kilowatt maximum capacity and produces 250 units of electricity per day, which is used to satisfy the household's everyday power needs. Like his other estates, no one really knows how much money he has put into his property, but estimations on its totality have been calculated. Though it's not that important anyways, as it won't even make a dent into his wealth. Even the world's most expensive house, worth billions, is but a blip compared to his total net worth. For his travels abroad, Gautam has 3 main jets he uses: a a Bombardier Challenger 605, an Embraer Legacy 650, and a Hawker Beechcraft 850 XP. The Bombardier Challenger 605 is a mid-sized corporate jet with a minimum seating capacity of 12 people and the largest cabin of any aircraft of its kind. Additionally, it can travel for 8 hours along a span of about 7,400 kilometers. Two General Electric CF34-3B engines are used in the aircraft's engines, and together they provide an amazing 8,729 pounds of thrust. The Challenger can maintain speeds of 870 kilometers per hour when Gautam wishes to fly on long journeys. These amazing specs, plus the jet's luxurious interiors, cost him $27 million, plus an upkeep of $3 million per year. Even more striking is the Embraer Legacy 650. According to reports, this beast is Gautam's preferred option for flying. Up to 14 people can board the jet, which has 3 divided cabins and offers one of the most pleasant flying experiences in its class. That class also continues outside of the cabin. Two Rolls-Royce AE3007A2 engines mounted on the jet's exterior provide thrust of 9,020 pounds and a top speed of 850 kilometers per hour. This one cost him $19 million, and the last one is perhaps the favorite of billionaires worldwide, the Hawker Beechcraft 850 XP. But let's be real here, even a fleet of these jets won't be enough to make a significant change to Gautam's wealth. Gautam has invested a considerable amount on his local travels, however. His collection of automobiles includes some of the most expensively exotic models. One cannot fail to notice his opulent BMW 7 Series among them. It is undoubtedly one of the Adani collection's most elegant cars, while also being one of the most reasonably priced ones. Anywhere from $86,000 to $150,000 may be required to purchase one. The BMW 7's power comes from a V12 engine that strikes the ideal balance between comfort and style. Another one from his collection is Gautam's Ferrari California, one of his most prized possessions. This beast, born out of luxury and speed, allows it to accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour within 4 seconds. It is by the fastest sports car Gautam has, and the fastest in its class. It also has a streamlined body and a retractable hardtop in typical sporting form. And depending on who you get it from, it might cost anywhere from $80,000 to $400,000. The costliest but most secure, however, is his Rolls-Royce Ghost. Gautam travels in the Rolls-Royce to all of his elite social gatherings, and that is undoubtedly one of his most expensive vehicles. The car, which is said to have cost $440 million, screams opulence. The Rolls-Royce Ghost, owned by Adani, can accommodate up to 5 passengers in luxury because of its spacious cabin-like seats and extraordinary features. Share with us the first car you'd be buying once you manage to build up a significant amount of wealth on your way to the top. Comment down below and let's see what car takes home the title of being most desired. For efficiency and added security when traveling around India, Adani's choice of transportation are his helicopters. Why security, you might ask? Well, besides the fact that he's the country's richest man, Adani has been kidnapped not once, but twice in his life. He was abducted together with his companion for ransom in 1998, which was the first time he had ever been kidnapped. And in 2008, he, along with hundreds of other guests, were victims to a hostage-taking insinuated by terrorists at the Hotel Mumbai. These life-threatening events made him invest in ways he could protect himself and his family from harm in the quickest way possible. And because time is also valuable, Adani's main helicopter is the Augusta Westland AW139, which he purchased back in 2011. 15 people can be transported at once by this twin-engine chopper. The price of this powerful helicopter is approximately $300,000. Well, there you have it. Gautam Adani is one of the best examples of having a great foundation and not getting swept away by the tides of change. He focused his energy into the things he's best at and eventually reached the top in the process. If you liked today's video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel, Bear Luxury. Remember to hit that bell button so you won't miss out on our next videos.